Alrighty guys, so welcome to the next round of workouts for the next 4 weeks. So there's going to be a lot of similarities, but there's also going to be a little bit more of a challenge. So today we're still doing upper body push day, we're adding in some cardio, and we're still keeping our ab work. Okay, so as always, start with your dynamic warm-up, 3 minutes to get the body warmed up. Really target the upper body especially, but because we're doing a full body thing with the cardio, get the whole body warmed up today, okay? 3 minutes of that first. Then we're going to do our supersets, and this week we're going to do a push with a superset going back and forth with the cardio, okay? So the first one is going to be push-ups to jump rope. So if you're still feeling like doing push-ups off of your toes is a challenge, do them on your knees. That's totally fine. But the first thing you need to do is 30 seconds of push-ups. What I want you to do is try and start on your knees. Even if you can only get 1 or 2, whatever it is that you can do, and then drop down to your knees. Start with what's most challenging so you really get the most effect out of your workout. So 30 seconds of that, and then 30 seconds of jump rope. So just straight up act like you're jumping rope for 30 seconds. And then 30 seconds back down to your push-ups. They're off the toe. Start with the toes if you can, if you got any more in you. 30 seconds back to jump rope. And you can go side to side on your feet, or you can go both feet and get right into it. So that's your first superset. Your next one is front raises and then jacks with shoulder presses. So front raises, just like last time, exhale up, inhale down. You're going to do this for 30 seconds. And then your cardio is you're going to do your shoulder presses while doing jumping jacks. So like so. So it's a little bit more of a challenge, but you're still getting that shoulder press in with your cardio. So again, 30 seconds, back and forth, 3 rounds. And then the next set is dips and then into high knees. So go over to your couch, your chair, whatever it is. Or I'll show you how to do them on the floor this time. So if you're going to do dips off the floor, just have your fingers pointing towards your feet. Same sort of form where you want to make sure you keep your shoulders back, and then you just dip down into the elbows, trying to keep your bum off the floor. Though I highly recommend doing it off your couch or your chair because you can dip further down and it's a lot easier to keep good form. So you do those for 30 seconds, and then your high knees for 30 seconds. Now, if high knees are tricky, keep the knees low. You bring your hands up for making it more challenging to get the blood flowing more, but whatever level you're at is, the point is you should be out of breath. It should be difficult to do that for 30 seconds at whatever level you're at, being mindful of your knees and everything. 30 seconds of dips, keeping the shoulders back, the elbows back, keeping mind and form. Bring your feet out to make it more challenging, more bang for your buck sort of thing. And then high knees, 30 seconds back and forth. And then we do overhead extensions, no more cardio. So you can sit on your couch for these to make it a little bit easier. So you're just going to sit up nice and straight. Bring your arms overhead with your weights, and then bring your weights behind your head, and then back up. So you're working the triceps again. So when you do this, make sure your arms are staying close to the side of your head. Your arms aren't coming out like this. They're staying straight. The elbows are pointing out. So you're going to do these for 45 seconds, and then you're going to take 15 seconds to catch your breath. Do them for 45 seconds, 15 seconds to catch your breath. And do that 3 times, and that's going to work the triceps really good. And then we go into our ab work. So let's do the dead bug again for 1 minute. We're going to do 3 sets of all of these. So dead bug 1 minute, leg raises this time, wipers, straightening out the legs, and then Russian twists. So this time, if you're up for it, you can try and do the dead bug holding the weights. So remembering to keep the abs engaged, keeping that lower back pressed against the floor. Try not to let the lower back raise off the floor at all. Inhale, opposite arm, opposite leg, straight out. and then exhale, bring them back. And this should be nice and slow. Dead bug is a nice, slow, steady movement. And you can do this with or without the weights. Add the weights for a little bit of extra resistance. So you do the dead bug for 1 minute, and then we go into leg raises. So instead of the toe dips, we're going to do straight up leg raises. So you're going to bring the legs all the way down to the floor, all the way back up, keeping the legs straight. If this is too difficult, you can bend the knees as much as you need to, but try to straighten your legs out as much as possible. And that's going to work the lower abs really good. So is your leg raises. And then we're going to try wipers. But this time again, let's try and do them with straight legs. So all the way down to one side with straight legs. All the way down to the other side. Straight legs. Now if that's too difficult, you can do kind of a half and half. So move over so you can see more. So start with bent knees. Bring them all the way down to one side. Straighten, so kick them out. Bring it back in, back up. Bent knees down, kick them out, bring it back in, back up. So that's a way to modify it to make it a little bit easier. 30 seconds of those. And then 30 seconds of Russian twists. So you're going to sit up in a V-sit. If you can, go into the full V-sit. Go for it. Actually, you can put your feet up onto your couch to help out a little bit. And what you're going to do is sit up straight back, and you're going to twist from side to side. Another way to make this more challenging, hold your weights, go side to side. Another way to make it more challenging, straight arms all the way out, side to side. And you're going to do that for 30 seconds. So as usual, start with what you can do that's most challenging, and then lighten up as it gets more and more and more harder. So that's your ab workout. You're going to do each of those. 1 minute dead bug, 30 seconds for the rest. Do all of those back to back 3 times in a row. And then your finisher is a side plank. So you're going to do side plank, forearm side plank. What you want to do is make sure your elbow's in line with your shoulder, your forearm straight down. And if this is a little bit too challenging, you could put that bottom knee down, bend the knee for a little help. But what you want to do is hold this for 30 seconds on one side, and then 30 seconds to the other side. And we're going to do both sides twice. So 30 seconds back. You can add a little bit of a challenge by adding a dip, so you can bring your knee hip down to the floor, and this will help work the abs a little bit more. And then switch, and then you can add those hip dips on this side as well. And then you have your 5-minute cool down. So stretch out the back, stretch out the abs, pull back into a child's pose, bring the arms back, stretch out the chest and the shoulders. And as usual, take a good 5 minutes to stretch out the whole body, get the legs and everything, get the quads. This is a full body workout with an emphasis on the push muscles and some abs. So you want to really stretch out the whole body for 5 minutes after this workout. Okay, so go ahead and do that, and then you can jump into the next video for the next workout.